Good evening, first grade families. Thank you for coming to our virtual open house. My name is Mrs. Bartz, and I am your child's first grade teacher. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I actually went to Nativity, kindergarten through 8th grade, and our first grade room, was my first grade room. So Nativity is very near and dear to me. The staff, the faculty, the administration, Father Nathan, everyone is just wonderful. So it feels to us, our family, like a big extended family. So I'm hoping that you feel that also. If you've been here in preschool and kindergarten, or if this is your first year here, I hope that you feel the love that happens at Nativity and how everyone cares so deeply for one another. I'll tell you a little bit about my family. My husband and I have 3 kids. We live in Eden Prairie. Our oldest son is out on his own, graduated from college. Our middle child is a senior at the University of Mary in North Dakota. And our youngest, Sophia, is a 4th grader here at Nativity, right down the hall. So our family is just blessed to be part of the Nativity community. I will go into a day in the life of a first grader. So this is what happens every day at school. The kids come in the morning between 9:10 and 9:30, and they have something on their desk for them to do, or else they have a book box, and in their book box is Play-Doh, a whiteboard, a marker, and maybe a sheet on their desk for them to color. If we've talked about something in religion, then they may color that and then bring that home. So they work on that, and as you know, this year's a little bit different. So they're in their bubble, they're at their desk, and we call that their bubble. And one of our classmates likes to call it their castle, which I think is sweet. So they're in their little area doing their thing, and then around 9:30, Mr. Pajak comes on the intercom, and he does a prayer with us, and we do the Pledge of Allegiance every day. After that, we start morning meeting. So we either play a game, which we all circle up around the room, or we talk about something we did over the weekend. We read our whiteboard. What day is it? The date. How many days have we been in school? Is the number even or odd? And then on the whiteboard will tell us like what we have. If we have music that day, or Fayed that day, gym class, or if we go to art, if there's someone's birthday. So something happening during our day goes on our whiteboard. After our morning meeting time, we go right into math. And our math, one thing before our math, we also have in our morning meeting prayer. So we learn the Our Father, the Hail Mary, and the Glory Be this year. And we have our special intentions. And what's really exciting about the special intentions is we get to know what is on everyone's heart. So they may pray for a pet that have died, or they may pray for their parent at a new job, or a brother, sister, someone's birthday, an anniversary. So it's really neat to hear their special intentions. And once in a while, we hear about the fish that went down the toilet. So, but that's a 6 and 7-year-old. That's what their life is all about. So that's very important too. And we want everyone to be sure that they're heard and that they're known and loved in our classroom. So then we go on to math. So we have math in the morning, and it's our Envision math. We start out with, it starts out pretty basic, but then it revs up a little bit with our addition, subtraction. We learn about money, time, shapes. We learn about algebra, the missing number. So all that is to get our mental math skills all moving. So the concepts are really exciting, and the kids do a really great job. We work on number writing, getting our numbers going the right direction. So we don't say they're wrong if they write them backwards. I just tell the kids to flip their number. So that seems to kind of help them not get so discouraged, because we're all here at very different levels, and we're all here to learn and grow. So we just want to keep encouraging them, keep really positive, keep things light so it's not too heavy. We want them to come back every day and enjoy school. And so far we've had a great year. So thank you, parents, for being so supportive of me and of your child getting ready for this year. So after our math time, we move on, we take a classroom bathroom break. And then after that, we go down to lunch. We have lunch 25 minutes, and then we head out to recess. The kids are loving lunch and recess. They get mask-free in the lunchroom and recess, and they just run around and play. And they've made really great friends so far, and everyone's just very excited to be together. So it's been a lot of fun. They have 6 zones on the playground, and they know every day where their zone is, and they stay within that zone to play. When they come in from recess, we have quiet time, and I gave them a big bag of Legos last week. So each student has Legos, and they can build with Legos. They can work on their whiteboard. They can read, or they can play Play-Doh, and that's about 15 minutes. And that just is quiet time and kind of gets their brain energized and ready for afternoon learning. After quiet time, we have reading class. And with our math and reading, we have something called blended learning. And so the kids are in groups, and they have a teacher time for about 12 minutes. They work at their seat with independent work about 12 minutes, and they work on a computer program that is specialized to them, where they're at and their needs in their learning. So, and then it just keeps moving them forward and keeps working on their skills. So this is our super kids. So you're going to hear and see a lot of them, things coming home. They're the super kids, and they have a dog, Golly. And the neat thing about this program is it starts in kindergarten and it goes until 2nd grade. So each year they see the super kids progress and change, and they have their interests and things that they're really good at and things that they're working on. So it's really neat to see, and this is all within our stories. We do a lot of phonics. We incorporate our Orton Gillingham. We do finger spelling. So when we're spelling words like cat, we do k, at, and then put it together, cat. And we'll be writing a lot of sounds and words during our reading class time. And the neat part about that too is I can differentiate and take kids where they're at. If they're learning the letters and their sounds, I work on that. If they're working on reading or higher level reading, we do that. So we have a lot of different levels of reading to help them and take them further. So this is our super kids. We also have a spelling test every Friday, and my newsletter for reading and all our other subjects will come home on Monday, and I will send that by email, and the words will be there too. So with the words, you can practice. They can do it in different color markers at home, but I want them to practice each night writing the words, and we'll also have a sentence that we write. Within that is behind me, you can kind of see our UPS truck on the wall, and that is how we're forming a good sentence. U is uppercase letter, P is do they have punctuation, and S is how is there spacing between their words. So you'll hear a lot about that because we'll work on that, but that's something you can work on at home also. So our spelling test will be like our big kind of homework during the week. And every Monday they will also bring home a gallon baggie, and it will have books from our classroom that they can take home. They can keep the 3 or 4 books they can keep all week and bring them back on Friday. So you can read those with them. Just make it light, not too stressful. We just want this to be a fun experience learning how to read, and we'll be working tons of it in class too. So they'll have that. They'll be bringing home a story binder, and you can just keep this at home, and they're Bonnie Klein stories, and some are easier. The beginning are easier and it becomes harder. So if you need to start back here or in the middle of the storybook, that's fine. But this is mainly for fluency. And so these are all, most of these are words that they can sound out, phonetic words. And when this comes home this week sometime, you can just keep it home. But have them read the stories a couple times each night, and then for about 15 minutes to work on this, and then to work on the books that they brought home. The more you read, the easier it'll be, and the more interested that they'll become. And that's what we want to catch them at, their interests. What kind of things do they like to read? And then they'll be excited for it, and their whole world will start opening up. And it will help their math also, because there's a lot of story problems in the math, which I will read and help them through a lot of when it gets tougher with that. They'll also have their poetry binder, and we have our first poem, Jitter Juice. Each week, a new poem will be put in here. We'll be working on the poem all through the week, and then they're to share this poem with you on the weekend. So this is their weekend reading. Our big things we're working on in first grade are responsibility. So when they bring things home, to be sure they put it in a spot where they know it is, like next to their bed, they can put their poetry binder, or maybe have a spot in the kitchen. But then on Sunday night, kind of remind them, hey, is your poetry binder in your backpack? This is really important that it comes home Friday and it comes back Monday. And then we can keep adding our poems. And you'll be surprised how much they know just by how much practice we do in class with these two. So they'll be excited to share their poem and song with you on the weekend. And then 2 days a week we will be having science on Monday and Wednesdays, and social studies. This is our social studies, and this is our science. I am the science teacher for both my class and Mrs. Haggard's. I'll go in there to teach her class during science, and then I'll come in here and be in here for our science, and then she will come in here and teach social studies to my class and her class. We're starting out with land and water, and we're going to be starting to learn about rocks. We'll do animals. We'll do animal habitats. We'll learn a little bit about plants. So there will be a lot of different exciting things that we'll be doing with science. Social studies, they will be learning about our country. They'll be learning about different important landmarks in our country, needs and wants, and they'll also be learning about life long ago compared to life now. So it's really fun. Here is We Believe, our religion book. We started this this past week with the book of Genesis, creation. And we will be doing a lot about saints. We'll be doing a lot about our world. We'll be doing different holidays. So it's a lot of fun learning about the Holy Spirit. So the kids really enjoy this time. And then on Fridays, we have what will be coming home, our Promise magazine. And this will wrap up our religion for the week. And this also talks about the readings and things that will be going on in Mass on Saturday night or Sundays. Also on Thursdays, we used to go to church, but we can't do that now. And so Father Nathan sends out a video, and we all watch the video on Thursday morning, the whole school, and then we talk about Father Nathan's message. So he might talk about a story in the Bible or something in his life in the homily that can help us be the best people that we can be. Also, this is our Scholastic book order, and I'm not sending it home this month, but I'll send it home most months. And there's a code, and you can just, if you choose to purchase books, you can just do this online. We'll also, for Read Aloud, I love Magic Tree House, and I've been doing it for years, and the kids love it. We're almost done with Dinosaurs Before Dark, so if you hear about Magic Tree House books, it's because it's our Read Aloud this year. So we just keep moving on and see how many Magic Tree House books that we can read. Well, that is about all I have for you. Thank you so much for sharing your children with me. And I just want you to know I am their biggest cheerleader, and I'm excited for the school year, and I'm your cheerleader too. So if you need anything, please let me know. I'm here for you, and I'm just really excited for a wonderful school year. God bless. Thank you.